Good morning, afternoon, or night, whenever you're looking at this video. I'm gonna give you a little more light. We're gonna bleed some brakes, and we are going to give the most simple brake bleeding tutorial in the world. We're gonna not only bleed brakes, we're gonna bleed brakes by ourselves. This is your master cylinder. What you're gonna do is you're gonna pop these deals off and make sure you have that is filled up. And you're gonna put your brake fluid in there, fill this up, close it, and unless you have ABS, if you got ABS, don't do this by yourself because, well, you can do it by yourself, but that's not the video for you. If your ABS system is toward the front of your car, you got to start on the back passenger side. If the ABS system's toward the back of your car, you got to start toward the front of your car. You got to start in the driver's front. We're not talking about that. We're talking about a 64 Impala that has no ABS system. So you always go with the furthest from this. So, obviously that's closer. This is closest. That's closer. That's the furthest, right? Whoops, sorry. This is closest. This is the closest. That's closer. That's closest in relative to this one. So you're going to bleed your longest system first, right? And what you do, you fill it up, and on each, you're going to find, you obviously got your brake pads, you got your caliper, and you have this little deal right here. This is what you're going to bleed your brakes with. You turn this a quarter of a turn, and you're going to connect your hose onto here. Make sure that it's a tight fit so no air gets in there. And then you're just going to pump your brakes, and it's going to push out. And what it's going to do is pull air into the system, but because you don't have because it's closed, because if it's open it would just naturally pull air, which is not what you want. That's what we're getting out. What we're going to do is we're going to make an apparatus that will pull brake fluid, and all we're going to need is a water bottle, a drill bit, and you measure the drill bit on your hose. Make sure it's going to be a tight fit. And you're going to drill a hole in the top of here. Stick one end of this into this bottle that's going to be filled up 3/4 of the way with, well, not 3/4 of the way, 1/3 of the way with brake fluid. And when that pulls expectedly air in, it actually is going to be pulling brake fluid into the system, which is pushing the air out. Now, because I've had, since it's a brand new system, it's mad air in there, so I'm gonna have to do it a lot. But we'll be able to see through the hose when the bubbles stop, and that's when you retighten it, pull it off, and go to the next one. So we're going to make this deal. We're going to drill a hole in the top and go around the car. So what I'm going to do is see what problems we end up having, because you're always going to have problems. But you don't even need to take your tire off. If you see where it's located, you can just get up under the car and have at it. So whatever problems I run into, I promise I will put it on camera, because if I had a problem, you'll probably have it. You'll have a problem. So that's what we're going to do. When I make the apparatus, I'll show you. And as I'm pumping, I'll show you again. And we'll all know how to bleed brakes on the 64 Impala. Very simple. And anytime it's too simple, it's probably going to have a problem.